Thanks for stopping back by. I'm Jay Graphics with another video on the how to get internet in the country with no data limits. I put a list together for you guys, and here's the items you're going to need. So we'll start off with the PowerBeam AC620 or the AC500. Completely up to you. The difference is the 620 is going to travel about 5 miles further, meaning it's going to go up to 25 miles. Now, most people are going to go 1 to 2 miles, so you'll probably get by with the 500, which will reach about 20 miles. What I have is complete overkill. I have the 620s, and it's complete overkill. But here's what you'll need. You'll need 2 of the AC whatever. The 620s right here at Newegg are $199. That's the best price that I found on them. You'll also need 2 lengths of Cat 6 or Cat 7 Ethernet cable. This is going to be your main line. This is what's going to run from your PowerBeam to inside your house. And rule of thumb is if you're 150 foot or shorter, you can do Cat 6. If you're 150 foot or longer, you'll want to stay with Cat 7. My opinion, just go Cat 7. It's literally only a couple bucks more, and that'll future-proof you in case a faster speed comes out. You won't have to upgrade your lines. But whatever you start with, make sure that's what you stick with. Meaning, if you start with Cat 7, stay with Cat 7 through the entire system. So you'll need 2 lengths of those. Then you'll need 2 patch cables. 2 Cat 6 or Cat 7 Ethernet patch cables. Patch cable meaning it's 1, maybe 3 foot long. So what's going to happen is you're going to run from your PowerBeam into the house with the Ethernet. It's going to go into a PoE box, Power over Ethernet. And that's the cool thing with these PowerBeams. You don't have to run a secondary power line to the dish itself. When you run that into that PoE box, you'll plug that PoE box into the 110 outlet in the wall. That power is going to run through the Ethernet cable to the PowerBeam. So PoE, Power over Ethernet. So then you're going to need to go from the PoE box to your modem. That's where the patch cable comes in. So you'll need 2 of those. Then optional, you can do 2 Ethernet surge protectors. Now, my opinion is don't buy these. I bought 2 of them. I have them sitting here, but I'm not going to use them. Instead of using these, I actually grounded my AC620s with copper wire and an 8-foot lightning rod. The reason I say don't buy these is because anytime you put a break in the line, you're degrading the signal. The more breaks you have in your lines, the more degrading the signal is. So I try to keep as little breaks in the line as possible, and I'm getting optimal signal. So that's completely up to you. Zip ties. So let's start with these right here. The 620s, like I said, you can get them at Newegg for $199. Then your Ethernet cables. This is what I use. These are for outdoor use. They'll move up to 10 gigabits at 600 megahertz. That's super fast. And you can choose your length right here. And then those are those surge protectors I was telling you about. But that's going to be up to you. And then your patch cable, you can do a search for patch cable on Amazon. Zip ties, you can get those suckers right here on Amazon. $7, have them to you in a few days. And then cable clips. These are the things that you'll see the cable company use. They go around your Ethernet cable or cable coax, and then they allow you to pin them to the side of your house. These are going to be really important so that your Ethernet cable's not flapping in the wind. Something else that's very important, Loctite clear silicone waterproof sealant. this stuff right here, $4.28. You'll need the smaller tube. What this is going to be for is when you drill a hole in the side of your house to run your Ethernet through, you'll want to seal it up. It's also going to keep your cable from going in and out, so you won't have to lock that down. That'll do that for you. And then you'll have, yeah, that's it. That's it as far as the items that you'll need to buy. Now, this whole system will run you anywhere from $400 to $600, depending on pricing at the time. Right now, it's around the holidays, so you might be able to get a really good deal on this setup. This is going to buy everything you need to get up and running, and meaning that's going to be for the local side and the remote side. This is going to be everything you need. And then to install this, you'll need a 1/2-inch wrench for mounting. You can mount to a pole if you have one, and I have both. I'm running. I have my local side attached to a pole, and then I have my remote side on a satellite dish tripod. That's another item that you might want to pick up if you're wanting to put it up on the roof. Less than $40, Amazon Prime. You can have it in 2 days. But if you're going to buy this, make sure you're buying these tar pads right down here. That is these right here. This is super important. This is going to go under the feet of the tripod, between the feet and the shingle of the roof. This is going to keep your roof from leaking. Super, super important. It's going to come with lag bolts, which you're going to need anyway. And you can lag that tripod to the roof, and it's not going to leak. But make sure you get the tar pads. Now, another item that I put on a list here is the Ethernet female-to-female wall plate. That is this thing right here. This is up to you guys. Like I said earlier, the more breaks you have in the line, the more you degrade your signal. So, yes, it looks good cosmetically, but you're putting another break in the line. So I ran mine straight from the 620 in through the hole in the wall. I siliconed it up, and you can take this, pop that center out, and run your cable through there. That way it somewhat looks okay. You've got a plate up there, but I don't suggest using this as an active wall plate. And then let's look at what else we have here. Okay, so something that's very important, be sure to keep Ethernet cable type uniform, meaning if you start with Cat 6, stay with Cat 6. If you start with Cat 7, stay with Cat 7. Going back to the wrenches that you'll need, I'm sure you have these at home. 1/2-inch wrench for mounting. This is what you're going to use. These are the bolts that you'll need to tighten to mount it to a pole or to your tripod. 13mm wrench is for tuning, meaning aligning those two dishes, up, down, left, and right. You'll do, what I found works best is a 13mm socket and a 3/8 ratchet. That's going to be the quickest way to move that thing up and down, left and right, and get the best tune for it. Now, this is your list. This is what you'll need. If you have any questions, feel free to comment below, and if I can help you out, I definitely will. Now, this is the easy part. The harder part is the software side of the setup, and I'll put a link below because I did another video on the software side of the setup. Somebody asked me to do a hardware install, and I've already installed mine. Again, I'm not taking it down just to do a video on it, but it's literally attaching it to a pole or tripod. That's it. That's the hardware side. So the software side, I'll put a link to it. It'll walk you through what you need to do to get this up and running, and then you're off. Then you've got internet. So I want to answer one more question that somebody had on the first video is, how do you get internet if you can't get internet? Meaning, if you don't have a friend or family member to hook one of these systems up, how do you get it? Go knock on doors. That's literally all you have to do. Go knock on doors. Trade them free internet to put a dish up at their property and point it at your house. You'd be surprised how many people will jump all over that. Try to find a location that doesn't have a bunch of trees in your line of sight. Try to find a location that doesn't have children. The reason for that is because children use a lot of data on gaming. So if you're giving them free internet, they're burning your speed up. They're using it all before it even goes into your system. And that's going to slow you down. I found an older guy in his 60s. I know he'll probably jump on the internet once a day for 10 minutes to check his email, and that's it. So that's the best suggestion that I can give to you. I really appreciate you guys stopping by. I do want to wish you a happy holidays. If you like this video, please comment, like, and subscribe below. I will be having some more videos for you here in the near future. And until I see you guys next time,